we're not done with this, folks. And I mean, thoughts and prayers with Florida. I mean, it is just looking very bad down there.
The final total is going to be bad.
Devastating.
Yeah, just absolutely. Be prepared for that. Let's go ahead and look at Viper radar. Some showers and thunderstorms off the coast of Georgia and the Carolinas, obviously, because we've got a hurricane out there. So we will continue to track that. Now, the issue is that this is all going to be onshore flow. Notice how the storms are moving from the southeast up to the northwest. That is all onshore flow, and the storm is going to push all that water inland. So that is where you're going to get the coastal flooding threat. And unfortunately, that is forecasted to be the case for both tomorrow and then parts of Saturday as well when the storm begins to move further inland. It is a Category 1 hurricane, a weak Category 1 hurricane, but nonetheless a very dangerous storm. 75-mile-per-hour winds gusting up to 90. Pressure is holding steady at about 986 millibars. This is my primary concern. We will see anywhere from about a half foot of rain, maybe down to, an inch in Savannah. So Savannah, they will see some impacts from this storm, but probably not as much as what we're going to see along the coastlines of South and southern North Carolina. And then that inland flash flooding threat will be there with several inches of rain expected. For us, it's all about the area of high pressure. It continues to build over West Texas, and we're really not going to see a problem with any sort of rain chance or anything like that, which is a shame, because we are now under a moderate drought for our western counties, and it's getting drier by the day in our eastern counties. We'll talk about that here in just a few minutes, but it's comfortable in East Texas, a little warmer in West Texas where they've got those 80s and 90s. We zoom in here. Look at this. Tyler, Texas, 79 degrees at 6:15, right on the money. 81 in Lufkin, 78 in Nacogdoches, 75 in Center. Low-level moisture, it's non-existent. This map would be painted green if we had any. Well, guess what? No green, so no Gulf moisture in our area. And for tonight, it's going to be cool. It's going to be dry. We're at about 80 degrees through about 6 o'clock, 72 by 8, and then 65 by 10. So mostly clear skies. So maybe it is a night where you can go outside on the patio. I would discourage against any sort of burning, though, because that's just dangerous to do at this time with how dry it is. Speaking of, here's the drought monitor. We will show you last week's and compare it to this week. Moderate drought out for our western counties, and it was abnormally dry for places like eastern Cherokee and Smith County. But watch what's happened today. That yellow has been expanded eastward, so it's abnormally dry for most of East Texas now, and I would not be surprised if this moderate drought does start to inch its way further off to the east as a result of just how dry it's going to be over the next couple of weeks. And it's been dry over the last 30 or so days. Anytime we see a lack of rain, this map turns yellow and red. Now, we're not quite there yet, but we're starting to see those greens show up, which is an indication that we are very close to about 2 inches below where we should be for this 30-day snapshot. Now, you take the 30-day snapshot of precipitation, you compare it to that time period of year over the last 30 years and what's average and what's not average, and we are well below average right now. And over the next several days, it's just going to get worse from here. We slowly stair-step our temperatures. It's very dry. That's why we have those low temperatures in the 50s. It's going to be cool and crisp for the mornings, a little warmer for the afternoons with those temperatures approaching 90 again next week. And then deep East Texas, middle 80s for the next couple of days. We're at 88 Sunday, closing into 90 by next Wednesday.
Contacting me today.